She put a little rock on you. I mean, I switch it up every time. What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? And welcome to What's Up Wednesday with your guy, G. And you're a Cowboy fan, Hampton. And right now, right to my right to your left, or your left to my right, whatever, it's football jumping. Give it up. What's up, football junkie? How you doing, man? We waiting on the rest of the folks come in. I'm sure they eating supper and everything before they come in. What's going on? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling fabulous, man. Looking forward to this week's Denver Broncos challenge because they're going to present a lot of litmus test type of situations for the Cowboys and how Bluesy has made his adjustments and changes on defense. We're going to really see how it's going to be tested here.
No,
Also,
yeah, go ahead.
al- also, I hope that Williams has the same mental aggression and approach to the game as our former running back did with us when we went to Carolina.
Ooh, so you saying hopefully it's personal, right?
It's personal.
See, hey, that's something to think about. And then that may be the case. That may be the case with this guy, man. He might be taking it personal. Y'all got rid of me, so hopefully we build this offense around Javonte Williams. But yeah, man, that's something to think about. I didn't think about that. Ooh, that's
Yeah,
something to think about.
that's something to think about.
Yeah, so first of all, let me say big shout out to all the followers and the subscribers of the Cowboy Huddle podcast. We give big shout out to you guys for your support and being a part of the Cowboy Huddle podcast, where we come together in the huddle and we talk Cowboys talk. Give it up. So man, let's get into some news you can use, man. Fleabug is not going to be with us tonight, man. She got some things going on tonight, so I'm gonna have to hold this down on my own, but we gonna make it work. So, what's been told, football junkies? So the question been asked about the situation with George Pickens. So it's been reported that Jerry Jones announced his George Pickens update amid final season with Cowboys. Wait a minute. Uh, yeah, so basically, Cowboy owner Jerry Jones on 105.3 The Fan on getting a deal done with George Pickens was said. It was said by Jerry Jones. Any and everything about George Pickens has crossed our minds. And certainly, he's a topic of interest and discussion because of the success he's having. So that's the chatter that's going around right now, man. The chatter is that you got GP is doing his thing, man, and he's handling business, man, and uh, people want to know what's the deal.
Say, man, I like how you said that. It kind of takes me back to Kurt Flanker. GP, are you with me? Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
we hold the court. They don't care. Yeah, GP. Yes, sir. Are
GP.
you with me?
Yeah, GP
Yes,
said I'm
sir.
with you, but it's all about we knew that was going to happen. That
Yeah,
the question going to start circulating
yeah,
about you know George Pickens' production and knowing that where he is on his contract and what that's going to look like, at the end of the season. Do you want to
yeah,
buy? And then, like I said, I think it was somebody. I think it was DB. He said, it's real early in the game right now. Let's finish the season off and talk then. But
yeah.
people ask because I mean he's actually putting up the numbers, right?
We can go back even to Clifford when we was talking this past summer concerning George Pickens, and we all agreed that this is an audition. This is his rendition of an audition for either staying or going somewhere else to get a lucrative deal.
You know, dude, you and I talked about this, but dude, and we've been hearing, questions circulating about can they coexist? Can CD Lamb and can GP coexist? And we went back and we talked about some errors, and I took you back to the 70s where
Mm-hmm.
we had Drew Pearson and Tony Hill. Along with those two, we also had Tony Dorsett and we also had Roger Staubach. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was an era, and we got hardware. during
Mm-hmm.
that era. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
let me take you to the 90s. Just for those that didn't hear this on Monday night, but I had brought this up. But let me take you to the 90s when we're talking about can the two receivers coexist? There was a time when you had two good receivers on each side of the field. So
Yep.
what I don't get this. We go to the 2 and 3 running backs, and now we just want one receiver. No, you want two number one receivers. So let me take you to the 90s when we had Michael Irvin and Alvin Harper. They coexisted, and we
Yep.
got right.
Yep. But you know what? We can go outside the Cowboy factor. We could talk about Rice and John Taylor. You could talk
Yeah,
about Randy
yeah.
Moss and Carter. You could talk. We can go all the way back to the '80s, like you did when we had the Dupers, Mark
Do the
Clayton and Mark
Dupers.
Duper Duper. You know what I'm saying? The Mark brothers, Mark Duper and Mark Clayton. I
Yeah.
mean, it's it's
Ooh, that's
it's
good.
I mean, we done saw it. We can even talk about the late '90s, early 2000 Rams with Holt and Bruce. I
Oh,
mean, it's I
Isaac
mean,
Bruce.
yeah. I mean, it's so many
Mm.
teams that's gonna have dual wide receivers. Is unexplanatory how effective that can be and how it can stretch your defenses so far, so wide, and it takes so much pressure off of offensive line, and they'll also open up, create running lanes for a running back as well. So I mean, yeah, it can exist.
Yeah, and that's so true because we talk we didn't think about with Dan Marino and the two he
Yeah,
had out there, man. Yeah, so
yeah.
yeah, Jerry Rice and John Taylor. Yeah, man, so true. And then they had Dwight Clark. So this is something that we should be excited about, man. This is something that we should be excited about and wanting to see. Because right now, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Poor Lattimore. Lattimore had a terrible, terrible,
Ooh,
terrible
I was looking at
game.
that the other day, man. Hey,
Oh
that
man.
man.
Hey.
Ooh,
Lattimore, I know if he could have walked in the locker room early, he would have. They picked on him, man. Not only that, but it was also Javonte Williams lowered the boom on him, man. I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy here, man, is
he
having
had
such
one
a
hell
hard
of a day,
time.
man. That was a hard knock life day for him, man.
You know what I mean? So, man, I'm just somebody. This is Cowboy Champ. As we going live, man, we already live, cool. All right, I sent the text again. And before we go any further, we got another guy that's holding down the Midwest over there. It's our guy, PR Cowboy. Give it up.
PR Cowboy.
It's in
What's
the house.
up, fellas?
Hey,
What's
man,
up,
what's
fella?
going on, man?
Not much, always, always on the go.
Well, yeah, yeah, you got duties, man. We all got
I,
duties.
Heck yeah.
you already
Uh,
know.
yeah. Also, let's welcome Cowboys Champ in the house. Give it up for Cowboys Champ.
Cowboy champ.
There
Cowboy
he
champ.
is. There he
What's
is.
up, guys? How y'all doing? Salute to everybody.
Who right back at you, brother. I know you
Yes,
you you
sir.
you multitasking right now, so we appreciate you being on with us. But let me do something with these comments because these comments are in the way. So here with what we're talking about, man, is the question was PR Cowboys. People are asking, can the duo coexist? We're talking about CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Will someone get a little envy of the other? Or what do you think about that?
I don't think so. They can absolutely coexist. I think they, of course, if the offense moving like it is now, if it continues this way, yes, no problem, right? What
Yeah,
they both had what 200 yards together, and I mean, yes, if the offense is moving like this and they're winning balls and they're both getting their share, not a problem. Now, if you're one in something and winning one game only, and it's not going your way, then that's the only thing that could change it. But yes, absolutely, they just compose this.
yeah. And and football Duncan just brought up something. We're talking about, I took them back when we talked about Drew Pearson and Tony Hill. Then that was in the 70s. Then we go back to the 90s. We're talking about Cowboys champ. We're talking about Michael Irvin and Alvin Harper. But people are saying, can they coexist? I mean, I
I
hope,
got a. I'm
go
sorry,
ahead.
to interrupt, but I got a question. Especially, you just hit the nail on topic. Okay, hypothetically, Do y'all think that the Cowboys can play Pickens like Michael Irving? Because Pickens is a big, strong kid.
I think that's what we're
Instead of
seeing.
him, huh?
I think that's what we're seeing. What you think, PR Cowboy?
Yeah, you're seeing them when he was in Pittsburgh. You just saw him straight down the field, right? Straight
Yeah,
down the field, go jump the ball. And when we had, we've had guys like you come in like big guys like Gallup too, right? Same thing, straight down the field. But when CD was out, you saw them do more with him, right? You see him run the sled. You see him run a corner. So you're seeing him do multiple things and just deep ball, which is great because either he's gonna get the pass interference or he's gonna make a spectacular catch down the field. But you can't just defend that because now that's where the slant and go comes into effect because he can run the slant and if he can run the slant and go and so this you already seen it. I think it was a good blessing with I hate the CD being out that long, but you got to see more of his versatility by himself. So now defenses see that okay, this guy can just do more than just straight down the field.
hmm Well, that's
Hmm.
yeah. What do you think, football junkie? I mean, you mentioned you was talking about it a little earlier.
Man, when we talk about GP, man, he opened up the toolbox this past Sunday, man, because he showed us how he uses linear length and his able to adjust towards the pass and be able to corral the ball and whatnot. And yes, it's like picking your poison on play calling on what you
Yeah,
want the receiver to run what route. But I really think that CD is more of a possession receiver, like a
yeah,
Michael Irvin, and no, I mean George serves a more of an Alvin Harper role, going deep, making that big jump ball cast catch, and putting defensive backs in various different positions where he's basically arresting them with the referees on plays, man.
But and the good thing about this too is they both yak yardage. Both receivers can do it. So
Yeah.
like that's the other thing with them is after they make the catch, Pickens such a big guy to come down to bring him down, and CD got the speed to run away from him.
yeah.
Oh,
No, I totally agree with you guys, man. I mean, this is a beautiful thing, man. This is a very beautiful thing. And like I said, Cowboys champ, when I went back to the 70s, not only did we have Drew Pearson and Tony Hill, but we also had Tony Dorsett. We had Roger Staubach. We had Billy Joe Dupree. Then we had Butch Johnson, something like Cavante Turpin, So this thing is adding up, man. And then you go into the 90s when you got Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, we had Kevin Martin at the Kmart at the time, and Novacek, Jay
yeah.
Novacek. So
Hmm.
this is a good thing to have. I would hate to see these guys get into it because somebody didn't get the ball more than the other. So hopefully that won't be the case, man. So, but
It looked like they're having fun, man. Right now, it
yeah, I
looks
think
like they're
so.
just having fun.
I think so.
But
And
you know what the only thing they're missing
what's
when you
that?
just brought up the 70s and 90s, both of them teams had a defense. This team defense,
Well,
well,
and
we already know how it is.
well, wait a minute now. You saw something different Sunday. Wait a minute. Now, Cowboy Chan, how dare you? These
Okay,
guys,
and that was against a team that was without Debo and McLean, and the quarterback was on one leg, but they still did a good job stopping the run.
well, that's something that football junkie kind of said. He wasn't too impressed. I don't know, but yeah, come on, say what you said before, football junkie.
I mean, basically what I was looking at, especially with Murray. Uh, Murray is he's displaced a lot,
You
and
talking
I
about
saw
Murphy, Kenny Murphy
Murphy.
Jr. Murphy, yeah,
Murphy is he's displaced a lot. Like one of the touchdown passes to the tight end where he basically had the tight end covered and he was covering the tight end, but he let the tight end go. He's supposed to
yeah.
kept on going with it. That
God,
probably could have prevented a six and just left it at a 3 point situation. But
yeah,
Murphy, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that guy, man. And then our defensive end situation, as a Raku, he's doing a fabulous job. I noticed several times as a Raku was putting Clowney in position, as if Clowney was, guessing on where he needed to be at in various things. But I did notice that they was doubling up Azaraku and Clowney on one side at times. So uh, it still needs some help. It's the defense is great need of help. I don't know what the situation is with Clark on the defensive tackle situation. Being that he went down Sunday, uh, so that's something we're gonna have to look into and see how he is, how he's holding up, and whatnot.
Patrick Ryder said GP and CD is alike. John Taylor and Jerry Rice.
Yes, sir.
The best 1-2 punch in NFL. Now we welcome in our guy from the Midwest. Our guy, Cowboys Corner. Hello, Cowboys Corner. How are you?
What's going on, you guys? Great.
What's
So I'm
up,
a little
fella?
late. Just got done coaching my 5th and 6th grade girls in some basketball, and now I'm ready to talk some football.
Woo! Look at and the Mavericks play tonight. Our Mavericks.
Yes.
So here's the question, Cowboys Corner. Since you're just now coming in, man. So the question is, and I understand, people things are going to circulate. The question is, will CD and GP be able to coexist?
What week is it?
Week 7 or week 8?
What's going into week 8, halfway through the season? Why not?
Well, and no, so true. Because when we talk about, just like I mentioned a minute ago, I can take you back to the 7 when you had Drew Pearson and you had Tony Hill. We talk about Jerry Rice and John Taylor. We talk about the Mark brothers. So it would be sad for these two, to start bickering because I don't get most of the catches or something like that. So I don't see that happening.
Yeah, they know their place. They know they're 1A and they know they're 1B. And they know that Dak, it doesn't have a favorite. And I think that game against the Commanders showed that. I think Pickens still was able to play at a high level, had some amazing catches, and CD still got his touchdown and stuff like that. So, George Pickens is already at a career high 6 touchdowns. So Pickens knows exactly his place here, and he knows that, hey, if I stay out of trouble and I don't give the Cowboys an excuse not to extend me or prove the Steelers right about my attitude and stuff, I'm going to get paid. I'm going to get paid. So I know in my heart, after watching Sound of the Sidelines, seeing Pickens mic'd up.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
He is a 1,000% bought in to the Dallas Cowboys.
I think so too, man. I really do. I think he has bought in. PR Cowboy, what I want to get into now, we're talking about this recap of the Dallas and Washington game. This O-line. Now, like I said, what do you think about? What did you observe when you looked at this O-line on Sunday against the Commanders?
I mean,
How do you think they fared?
I didn't think it was their best plays. I mean, I think Dak took a lot of shots. He took a lot of shots in the game. Uh, didn't like that, but the run game was on point, right? The run game, and a lot of it's Devontae, of course, breaking tackles and doing his thing also too. But um, I think it's still a work in progress, right? They got Cooper Beebe that's going there. They just started his 21-day window, which I love. Like Hoffman, I don't have a problem with him in that spot. I think Hoffman does good when every time he comes in the game. So as a backup, we're lucky to have him because he can do center or guard. Uh, um, there was, like I said, there was probably a couple more big plays they could have had if Dak just had more time to, get it to him. So I feel like it's still work in progress, especially in the passing game on them. I think it still needs some work, but hey, 44 points. I mean, how picky can I be, right, about the offensive line? You put up 44 points.
Yeah,
So,
and knowing
they still did their thing.
Javante, yeah, and Javante had 19 attempts for
Yeah.
116 yards.
So I can't be
You
too
know,
critical of them, man. Like you said, 44 points. Hey, don't take it.
yeah, but again, like you said, they're still gelling together. Football junkie, what do you think about this O line when you saw them on Sunday?
I felt like they did a real good job because the Washington Commanders do possess some good defensive front linemen on
Yeah,
that team. And then you still got Bobby Wagner that still is playing. He's still playing pretty much at elite football. I wouldn't say above elite, but at elite football, where he's pretty much putting the defense in position to make plays for us being a field commander.
right.
But other than that, man, as far as what I saw, actually, they did a superlatively good job, man, because you just don't put up them type of numbers without, they put up 37 points offensively. So, I
Offense.
mean, hey, what more can you ask for?
And not only that, though, football junkie, man, Cowboys corner, we was double digit in the first 3 quarters. Wait a minute. Double digits in all the first 3 quarters. There was a time Cowboys corner where we were scoring the first half and couldn't score in the second half, or we couldn't
Yeah.
score in the first half. It's been that up and down seesaw type of season in the past, man. So, yeah, I would think the offensive line is doing pretty good. You think?
I think Booker had some issues, coming back from his first game,
Yeah,
which is to be expected. Terrence Steele is still kind of inconsistent there at that spot. It was good to see Tyler Guyton. I thought he played a little bit better, and
yeah,
Tyler Smith is going to be Tyler Smith, and I think Brock Hoffman's coming to his own. We got a few more weeks of Brock Hoffman until he gets settled in. I like the way they responded. They got bullied in Carolina, and and
yeah,
and
yeah,
uh, and they bullied back this week. I just want them to stay consistent, and when you get bullied, figure out how to get unbullied and knock them in
Hmm.
the mouth, right?
Yeah.
But for the most part, I mean, I give the O line, I give them a C plus.
yeah, yeah. Again, and this is what I say to Cowboys champ also, because we know that we're very familiar with Dan Quinn's defense. He runs that nickel package 78, but almost 80% of the time. So basically, what that did for our offensive lineman was to release and put a body on those linebackers. So yeah, it was a different game versus the Panthers. So I guess you agree that the offensive line did well enough that we can give them a good grade?
I'm like around what corner C, not around C, because yeah, I'm definitely being critical. Steele and Guyton, I still got concerns about them. But other than that, the Cowboys offense, they really manhandled Dan Quinn defense. They
Yeah,
really did.
yeah, that nickel.
But also to me, they left a lot of meat on that bone.
What do you mean by that?
The Cowboys could score 60 if they wanted to. I'll say they could score 60 if they wanted to.
Well,
But
where they drove,
but
yeah,
but to me, I think that I don't blame the players. I still put it on the coach a little bit, uh, but he's still a learning progress. I'm talking about Schottenheimer. He's getting better,
yeah, yeah,
but I'm expecting this Cowboys offense to score at least between 38 to 44 points a game for the rest of the season.
yeah.
And I
Um,
really don't see. I mean, I really don't see any defense in the NFL right now just really, overpowering anybody. Because this year the defense is weak, but this Cowboys offense is something to look. It's something to look forward to later on the
Yeah.
season.
well,
Yeah.
Wavy Hink is in the house. Give it up for Wavy Hink, man. I saw him on TikTok now the other day, man. We kind of hung out a little bit, and yeah, good to see you, Wavy Hink. Wavy Hink said, "Wait until next year; they will be the best O line in the league." And there's a possibility of that. I mean, this is the audition for Schottenheimer right now, so it's definitely possible that this O line can only get better. So it's definitely going to be something to see, man. Like I say again, we knew this defense pretty well, so we knew what to do with Dan Quinn and his defense. But I want to get into this also. Let's talk about the running back and what did you observe Cowboys corner with the running back on Sunday, and what did you think about Javonte Williams?
Oh man, I've liked Javonte Williams from the go. His Denver tape didn't lie. He's physical. He's elusive. That run before the second half ended, it displayed who he is.
It's crazy.
To the T, it displayed who Javonte Williams is. For Jadon Blue, he needs more reps. I think that we replaced Deuce Vaughn with another Deuce Vaughn until he
Wait a minute.
until he can prove me wrong. Until he could prove me wrong. He's Deuce Vaughn 2.0.
Wait, stop! Don't do that. That's not.
I'm doing
fair.
that.
That's
most definitely fair.
I have to agree with you on that, Cowboys corner. He's a bigger version. He's a bigger version of Deuce Vaughn. But I'm gonna throw this out there though. I wonder what this offensive backfield would look like with a healthy Maffa.
Ooh.
Well,
say that again.
A healthy Maffa, and he's not. Yeah, he's not far from returning either.
Do they expect him to return, PR Cowboy?
Yeah, I think they're going to open up the window for him. He was just on that too, or they already opened up the 21-day window for him. So there's that. I would, and like I said this.
Not yet. They haven't opened it yet. PR.
Okay. But he, going back to last week when I said in preseason, when I saw what a little bit he could do, I loved the vision. I loved the cutback ability by him that I saw from him. Now that you said, if he could stay healthy is the one concern with them. Jadon Blue was, like I said, he had that one good run. He got called back on a holding on the outside. But other than that, it's every time he touches the ball. Like I didn't want Miles Sanders on this team to begin with, but man, Miles Sanders did at least better than what his opportunities that he had. And that just brings me back to that. Like I know Junkie said like Phil Maffa, but man, the trade deadline's coming up. Do you go out and give up a spit 6th rounder to bring somebody else in to help Javonte, another veteran guy?
No.
What you mean?
Why not?
Y'all don't want to. Who you gonna use?
Hunter.
You got 2 unproven guys
Hunter to work.
I just said Jadon Blue needs more reps, but as of right now, he's looking like a Deuce Vaughn 2.0. You should love him, G. Hampton, if he's looking like Deuce Vaughn.
But hey, at the same time, it could be a little confidence issue with him and stuff like that. He's got to find his groove, and it has a lot to do with him being injured.
He did have more targets.
Go ahead.
Wavy he said Blue is definitely better than Vaughn, hands down, but he does need more reps.
Yeah, he does.
Hey, time will tell. I personally, man, I just think he's a little bit too light, man. It's like, dude. I mean, I don't, and I guess we're so used to seeing Javonte Williams do what he does, man. And
but see, here's the problem, though, G. We expected Blue to be like a Tony Pollard-esque. Not Tony Pollard, it's hard to be TP in his prime, but mimic and mirror something of TP and not Deuce Vaughn. And when you get a carry and you're only getting -1 yards, you remind me of somebody that used to wear 42.
You know what? You're going to stop
doing that. You know what? To me, he reminds me of Felix Jones.
we hadn't even seen him. I mean, I hadn't seen nothing like Felix Jones yet. I'm still waiting. I'm like, dude,
we haven't seen nothing but Deuce Vaughn.
One man, one man is taking.
How much more do we need to more reps? Because this is sounding a lot like the Trey Lance talk from last year. He needs more reps. And he just don't get it. So I understand he's a rookie, but
he needs more reps. He had a good run, but Tolbert had a stupid holding penalty.
He
showed some bursts.
He had seven carries for 29 yards.
They just have to run them better.
Deuce Vaughn numbers. Say those numbers again.
Hey, I hope the guy proves us wrong and he breaks out, man. I hope he does. But like Corner said, Deuce Vaughn right now. Deuce Vaughn.
I put it like this way Williams is running, he ain't gonna have a chance to have a breakout moment.
But
Dude,
no,
it's
that's a
so good to
concern
see.
though, man. That's a concern, dude. I mean, Jaden's running so hard, man. He is the cowbell right now, but we don't really have anybody behind him. I mean, dude, we might need to consider something behind Jaden Williams. I mean,
We got
Javante
Malik
Williams.
Davis. We got Malik Davis on the practice squad. I'll roll with him.
Oh, is he on the
yeah.
practice squad?
Yeah, if
Yep.
he's on practice, I'd roll with Malik Davis. Yeah,
Yeah, I would too.
yeah.
I thought
So
no, no, Malik Davis. They put him on the roster for week 7.
okay.
So
They
he
called
moved
him up
up.
to
That's
the
what I heard
practice squad.
yesterday.
Who'd you
No, they
hear it
put him on the
from?
roster for this week game. It was on
Okay.
X.
So he's gonna get called up, is what you're saying, from the practice squad.
This week,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'd
Okay.
rock with Malik Davis for sure.
Okay.
Now, man, hey, he was he was doing great in preseason. I thought, man.
Yeah, he was.
I thought he was better than Miles Sanders, to be honest with
And
you.
he was better than Deuce Jadon Blue. Jadon Deuce.
Jaden Blue comes out. You know what kind of turned me off on Jaden Blue. I know I'm not gonna go in on this young man. Dude, you come out in practice with some Louis Vuitton cliques on.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And get blisters.
And get blisters. Yeah. His feet. Not his feet. Come on, man. Come on. Really, you spend all that money. Some
No, you did not
six
spend all that
thousand
money.
dollar cleats, man.
You went to Big T Bazaar.
Man,
Got 'em
he went
printed
down
up.
to that. He went down to that flea market, got them knockoffs. That's why they
Listen,
gave him blisters.
he was a 5th round draft pick. He don't got a lot of money, so he went to Big T Bazaar over there in South Dallas.
He was wearing
Man, that's
Louis
Oak
Vuitton.
Cliff.
That's what he was wearing.
Say, man, that's the
Oak
NIL
Cliff,
money he
not
was
South
spending,
Dallas.
man.
Oak Cliff,
He was
not
spending that
South Dallas.
NIL
Oak
money,
Cliff.
man.
Listen, but anyway, let's get into this, guys. So Dak flexed for 264 yards, 3 TDs. He had 130.4 rate. CD had 8 targets for 5 receptions, 110 yards of TD. GP had 6 targets for 4 receptions for 82 yards. Jake Ferguson had 7 targets for 7 receptions, 29 yards, and 2 TDs. What is it, football junkie, that got Dak playing at this high caliber that he's playing? Give it up. Because this guy playing some ball.
Man, be honest with you, man. Dak really has been playing like this. He's just been getting hurt and hurt, injured, or he's been dealing with a makeshift offensive line. No red zone performances by the offense, or he don't have no running back behind him that can help, change things up as far as what they want to do and how they want to approach opposing defenses. But CD Lamb and George Pickens are the best toys he's gonna ever had. It's better than having Dez Bryant and opposite of, man, CD or said CD opposite Amari Cooper. I mean, these are the best toys he done ever had, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. I mean, there's, and I think with CD being out, man, it gave Dak and GP a chance to kind of mold and kind of get comfortable one another. And man, we saw what happened on Sunday, man. I mean, they just wore out old Lattimore, man. So, so with that being said, guys, let's talk about this defense. Cowboys corner. I know you watched, see what was going on with this defense. They played better. What was it about what they did as far
Wait a
as
minute. I don't get an offensive question? What the hell happened here?
you already answered it? What? Okay,
You didn't ask me about Prescott.
Okay, well, okay, what? Okay, I'm sorry. Cowboys corner. Would you like to elaborate on Dak Prescott?
Yeah. Football junkie talking about Dak been playing this way. Dak been playing this way. He just been injured. No, sir. Don't give me that. We've never seen this version of Prescott in his 10-year career. This is a combination. This is a combination of Javante Williams. This is a combination of GP. This is a combination of Jake Ferg. This is a combination of CD, all clicking and playing at a high level. And if you're gonna give credit, you got to give credit to who? Brian Schottenheimer. All right. The guy's game plan, his position. He in the press conference, he talked about when they go over their plays and what they're going to do in the game. He talks about the why we're running this play, why we're doing certain things. Dak Prescott is literally given what the defense is giving him. He is if it ain't open down in the field, where's he going? He's trying to get an incompletion to the flats. He's trying to get an incompletion to the running back jab up the middle, right? He's not, and the way he's moving the pocket. He's not letting the pocket move him. You see Dak Prescott go out, bam, he'll step, he'll do his 3 or 5 step drop, then he'll come out to the left or he'll come out to the right. He's moving the pocket. The pocket's not moving him. So that's able to do what? Get his feet set, make an accurate throw. Hold on. What? Hear that? Make an accurate throw. Something that, the bombs that he's throwing to GP like rain. Romo-esque, Des Bryant type accuracy. I've never seen this from Rain Dakota Prescott.
Can I ask you this, Cowboy Corner? 2021, that's the season when Prescott got his ankle broke, right?
2020.
2020. Remember the numbers he had. It took basically almost towards the end of the season before any quarterback caught up with him in passing yards.
But you know why that was, right? Do you remember our record at the time? Our record at the time was 1-4.
Okay, but still though.
But check this out. When we talk about those 20 yards, that wasn't from quarter 1 to quarter 4. That was quarter 3 to quarter 4. Those were garbage time yards. Look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. 2020 was a made up deal because it was all garbage time.
Okay. I give you that. But still though, production is production. And this
garbage time is garbage time.
Production is production. It all adds up. It all adds up in the analytics. It took this man what that man did in 6 to 7, basically 8 weeks. It took all the quarterbacks finally catch up. He had the lead lapped by at least 2,000 to 2,500 yards.
But you were still 1-4. Are we talking wins? Are we talking stats? Are we talking fantasy? Are we talking team record?
I'm not talking fantasy. I'm not talking wins or losses. I'm not talking about no records. I'm talking solely about Dak Prescott's production, his yards, his numbers that he had put up for that season. I'm not speaking as the team as a whole. I'm speaking about Prescott himself.
I see what you're saying. Well, but Dak Prescott to me, dude, and let me just put this in perspective, okay? And I don't want to hijack the show, G.
No, you good, bro. We talking.
But
barbershop talk.
We've already scored twice on the first drive in 7 games. We've done 5 total in 6 years.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
So this right here is that tells me that we're going from point A to point B. We're not skipping anything in between.
Okay.
And going from C and D. We're going A, B, C, D consistently. That's the difference. We've never seen that before.
Okay, but now see, but when you speak in those terms and stuff like that, you packaging up other folks along with that Prescott, offensive coordinator, quarterback coach. Them people are the ones that has a lot to do with what's going on for his play calling and how they schematically look at the field versus the defense that they're going up against. So you packaging up some other folks with that now. I'm speaking solely on Dak Prescott.
Okay, so I'm going to rebuttal you with this since we're strictly talking about Dak Prescott. How have you seen Dak Prescott in his last 9 years versus this year going up to the line, audibling, calling hot routes, and executing it at the level that he's doing it this year? You've never seen it.
No, I never seen it. I give you that. Because we got a more veteran, savvy, and mature Dak Prescott now.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Yeah.
He's mature and veteran savvy now.
Wavy Hink says that Dak's best year in his book was his rookie year, but this is pretty close. And true, and that's the difference between then and now because he was a rookie. Now the maturity
Mhm.
that he's bringing to the table now, which we can say when Dak did step in his rookie year, I mean he played lights out. But again, what you said, football junkie, you have to include the coordinator, the head coach, because basically who made Dak who he was back then, it was Scott Linehan. Scott Linehan
Right.
had Zeke and he had Dak Prescott. So yeah, we saw that. But then from that point in between that dash mark, we've been having a bunch of ups and downs. But yeah, now he brings this maturity. Oh, and before I get in front, I got to give a big shout out to Phil. Give it up for Phil. Filter's in the house. Give it up. Phil, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
But I like that shirt right there, corner. That's real nice, man.
You didn't know that.
Yeah, I like that, man. What's up? What up? What's up, man?
Well, we're just talking about Dak, and as far as his play today, and is this the best season we've ever seen, or what is your thoughts about Dak at this moment right now?
Well, first, I think this year is better than his rookie year so far because his
Yeah,
rookie year, he wasn't nearly asked to do this much. His rookie year,
No.
he trying to hand the ball off, and he made it plays when he needed to with his legs. His legs aren't as good as he was. He ain't as young as he was, now. And at this age right here, this is maturity versus athleticism 10
yeah,
years ago. Right now,
Yeah.
he's using his head versus back then he was using his young body, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why it looks a lot better. The play looks a lot more mature. Um, if you go back and watch his plays, once he draw back, it's 1, 2, 3, the ball gone.
yeah. 2.5 seconds.
He every time he hit Pickens, soon as Pickens turned around, the ball was there. And I was
Yeah.
telling the corner on the show that touchdown pass to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb walked into the ball. That's what we've been asking from Dak. We've been asking for Dak to throw these guys while they're in stride. CeeDee didn't
Yeah.
have to stop. He didn't have to reach back or torque his body to catch it. He ran right to the ball. Dak put the ball in front of CeeDee Lamb in the most perfect spot ever.
Hmm.
And that is maturity. What you saw 10 years ago, athleticism and a young body, and a guy that had the best running back in the league. Now you're looking at a guy that has learned to work with what he got. And I think a big part of that was what he did under McCarthy for the 3 years. He matured. Um, Last year, I think Dak went into that season. The team was all over the place. And
Hmm.
I think he took, and somebody said, I can't remember who it was, or a guy I work with. He said he believed, he said, what do you know different about Dak this year? I was like, what? He was like, he's not on every damn commercial you see.
Oh,
That's
He said
true.
Dak is focused on football. He said last year, every time they went to a commercial, Dak was on a different one. He said you see him on like the Home Depot commercial, and that's what all the other players in there with him. But this year, only thing we see is football, and it ain't like it ain't what it used to be. I think this
Phil,
probably the focus that kid has ever been.
Phil, do you make it $260 million? I don't think you got to do a whole bunch of commercials either, my brother.
Nah, but ain't nobody turning down no money though,
I
and
know
that's
you're right.
a big part
Woo.
about it. That's a big part
Yeah,
about it. I think Prescott is done with and he ain't never been flashy, but I really think, and I know he always wanted to win, but this year just feels like this dude really want to win.
Yeah.
He
he's
ain't
Yeah.
getting
putting
up there.
everything out there. Yeah.
Yes, he ain't up there at the podium saying silly stuff. It ain't robotic. It ain't systematic talk no more. He really like he's speaking for himself now.
so,
It
Yeah.
it just he seems like a different player this year.
yeah, no, I agree, and I really think a lot has to do with Schottenheimer,
Schottenheimer,
Brian Schottenheimer, and his
Clayton
scheme
Adams.
that he works with Dak, and as far as the weapons that he has, this offense is balanced, man. This is about as best it's going to be balanced than we have seen in a long time. So this is going to be something special for Dak. But I just think this system and with Brian being around him these past few years, he's been able to evaluate Dak to see what he's good at and what he's not, and what he's doing. He's working to the strengths. He's making it to where he's getting rid of the ball fast, and then he's mixing it up at the same time. So I guess we can all agree. What you got? What you got, Cowboys Corner?
Yeah, no. Just when fifth quarter talks about the accuracy, that's what I was talking about too. He's moving the pocket. He's not letting the pocket move him, and that
Right.
is
Yeah.
the big difference in his
Hmm.
accuracy this year.
And one more thing about it. One thing I contributed like what he's doing now too. He is looking at his offensive line and knowing that he can't make them look bad, and knowing he don't want to get hurt. It's like when you take the training wheels off something. Now you got to really ride the bike. Dak has been spoiled a lot. Dak came in one of the best offensive line in the league, one of
Yeah,
the best running back in the league. He was spoiled a lot of years to where he didn't have to focus on a lot of things, and he stuck by that for a lot of years. This year, he really had to. We always talked about Dak driving the boat. This year, he's really the captain because he's not giving his guys a lot of time to get a holding penalty because the ball is gone. He's not
yeah,
giving other players a lot of time to come sack him because he's moving up in the middle of the pocket running himself. He's really
yeah,
taking everything into his hands this year, and you can say he's really been a real quarterback this year. Like
yeah.
he looks like a guy that's using his head finally, and it's showing on the field. This is what we've been talking about for years that we wanted to see from him. The ball is out of his hands. He ain't throwing behind guys. Like every quarterback has a ball that'll sail every now and then. But Dak in the last 4 games, 13 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. You can't ask for more.
No, you can't.
So let me
No.
throw this in here, and we're giving high praises to this offense, man. But on Sunday we did see this defense do something different. They ran man to man over 50% of the times versus what they've been doing the last 6 games. And it's sad that we took 6 games for us to realize, for not us to realize, but for Eberflus to realize, hey, maybe my players does not fit the scheme of the zone. So he decided to change up, and he goes to man. And basically, let me say this here. Let me ask you this here, football junkie. Um, did this scheme? How can I say this? Was the Commanders' offense that bad, or was our defense just that good?
I have to say a little bit of both on both sides of the situation because when you look at the Commanders and their approach to the game, Jalen, usually we would see Jalen Daniels get in his receiver face or correct somebody on some type of reproach type of level since last year, even up currently up in the beginning of the season. When you look at what they brought to the table for as their wide receiving group on Sunday, it was very lackluster. Only thing that he had really that was a guaranteed catch was Ertz. Other than that, I mean, those guys was muffing balls left and right. The DB was basically dealing with second team, maybe third string, deep wide receivers and whatnot. So basically, I really just can't give the defense a whole lot of kudos because what they have to deal with or what they have to line up against for is the receiver group. Uh, when we watched the Commanders run an attack against us, it was still marginally effective. They was able to do some things they wanted to do, and pretty much like I had said to you the other day, if Mariota would have been the quarterback start because he's practiced with these guys that was on the field, he knows how to better utilize those guys than Daniel do. So I mean, that would we saw some familiarity when he had came in, how he approached the game and how he able to hit his targets better than Daniels was.
So, Phil, what's your take on that? I mean, we know Samuels was out. We know that Terry McLaurin was out. Do you think this would have been a different game, or do you still think we would be able to pull this game off if those guys was in the game on Sunday?
Um, I think you got guys that can line up against a guy. It ain't like they had a T Higgins and a Jamar Chase, man. Let's stop giving these guys credit like they some top wideouts, man. Like look, if you find another man that ain't never fought before, you still got to dodge his punch, man.
Yeah,
You still lined up against men that are professional football players. Our guys went out there. Eberflus' job is pretty much was on the line. He had to go coach better, and they had to execute better. I think he did better. I think they did better. I don't give a damn who it was against. They went out there. Turnovers hard to get, man. I don't care who you playing against. I don't care who
Oh
you
yeah.
playing against. Turnovers are hard to get. Just point blank period. You still got to execute. You still going up against offensive line, big, huge men. So you still got to get in that backfield. You still got to cover. We did a good job against a running quarterback until he went down. We did a good job against him. I think they did. I think they did good, man. Like I say, they're still lined up against grown men. I don't care about Debo. Now, would they have probably got a few more yards and stuff from Debo? Of course, because Debo is a good player. But I'm not just gonna act like they would have been. That defense looked completely different. And when you get pressure, when you blitz, it complements the secondary, and they look good too. And that was the key thing. He started blitzing. We got in the backfield. They put the quarterback under pressure. Corner, I know you like that word, pressure, and it showed. So I think they did a better job overall as a group and as a coach.
It's easy to pressure a quarterback that's on one leg.
Well, it was till later on. It was later on in the game that he became hurt on his leg. So yeah, he was.
But I'm referring to he's been hurt for a minute. He's just toughing it out.
This is what I don't like. If we hadn't got no pressure, then people would have been saying, "Man, we couldn't get no sacks against Washington." We can't have it both ways. We either got to accept this team did better, or like which side we gonna be on? Did we sack the Jets?
Well, it's the thing about it though, Phil. Everybody, we all voice our opinion, just what people think. But and I say this here too. It's two ways you can get pressure. There's two ways you get pressure. Either you're going to come with pressure with that front line, or you're going to have your guys on the back end that's going to be able to hold their mans long enough to create pressure in the front. So again, what I saw these guys manning up on these receivers, which made the quarterback having to hold the ball a lot longer, which was able to free up a lineman or a linebacker to bring pressure. Cowboys champ, what do you think about this? Our defense? Did you see it improving, or was the Commanders' offense that bad?
I still say the Cowboys did play better despite Debo and McClain not playing, and it is what it is. Daniels he was on one leg, but the Cowboys did put enough pressure. They were pressure, and they got to the quarterback several times. Even when they brought in Mariota, they stopped him too. Because my thing is, it seemed like the defense played a little bit better because Diggs had a concussion and he wasn't playing out there.
That's good, but that's shade. Go
I
ahead,
don't know. It's like he played like defense. It like they had a breath of fresh air playing out there. They knew their assignment.
Why are we acting like Debo Samuels is just this like he normal?
Debo Samuels is not normal.
Debo is right. Debo ain't been who he was since 22.
Debo Samuels is not normal.
Can I go?
Yeah, it's on you, Cowboys Corner. Come on with it. And we got to get into this other topic real quick.
Man, this defense ass still, bro.
Stop it. That's terrible. You're wrong. Come on, man.
There is some spotlights that you can give credit to. Deron Bland was making good tackles, got the interception. Right? Ezra Rock, who as a rookie finally got a sack. But collectively, if we're going to accuse Jaden, what the hell is that quarterback? Jaden Daniels. If we're going to accuse him to be limpy gimpy, why the hell they had 22 points on us then? How did we get from a punt to 8 points in a matter of a snap of a finger? So we have to understand that there's still issues. You know what OSA stands for?
Stop. Oh, my God. What is that?
OSA stands for one sack asshole. That's what he is. He's a one sack asshole. He got paid and he robbed the bank and he ain't done shit on this team. Where the hell is OSA at? You got Kenny Clark playing out here, hurt his damn elbow because Osa can't pull his damn weight. You got your interior still stinks. Your exterior, Clowney's talking about, oh man, he's scared on that inside pressure. Once I hit it, it's over with. Why the hell aren't you hitting it?
Oh, that
it took you one play to get that sack out of how many plays to get that? But you supposedly see. Look, I can't give this defense credit until we go on a winning streak. I'm not. We did this whole shit about we beat the Jets. We did this and yada yada yada. We got slapped by Bryce Young.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, Russell Wilson put 400 on us.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson can't even throw a ball past 10 yards against a
Yeah.
legitimate defense. We have to calm down, pump the brakes, give individual credit, but at the end of the day, this defense is still Shrek donkey ass.
So Cowboys corner. So I mean, you say that. So now it seems like we're inquiring about Max Crosby. I mean, you mean to tell me we still looking for a defensive end? What's going on? I mean, I'm still trying to figure this out. This is the headlines now that it's a possibility that we might be doing a trade to get Max Crosby.
If it's Max Crosby, if it's Trey Henderson, even if it's Jeffrey Simmons from the Titans, we can't execute no trade until we see what we do against the Broncos and see what we do against the Cardinals. Because if you go 0-2 the next 2 games, don't trade for shit. Your season's done. I don't care how good the offense is. You're done. We got legitimate teams coming in with better defenses that will figure out how to get in Pickens' heads, how to get in CD's head, and we know Javonte Williams can be stopped. The Panthers did it. So we got better teams coming. Yeah. And if this defense don't shape up, we're gonna ship out and call the season's done in 2 weeks.
That's a good point.
Well, Cowboys champ, they are shaping up. They ran man to man over 50% of the time instead of 30% of the time. So good grief, y'all ain't giving this defense no credit. What
That's
the crap?
Well, you know what? Every once in a while, a boxer have a lucky shot. You see what Buster Douglas did to Mike Tyson.
I'm all about you. I'm all about you on as good as your last game. And this last game, they showed me better improvement than they have about the corner said what they did against the Giants and what they did against the other teams. But what did they do in this last game? They played better, and that's what I'm giving them credit for that game. On that game, that's the game I'm talking about. They improved. I don't know what they're gonna do next week, but this last game, the coach called better plays, and the defense looked better. I guess.
I guess anybody can get a. If you don't study, you can guess on that test.
But on that note, the head coach, the defense coordinator, he's still going to have to adjust to the talent that he has with his team.
Yeah, I thought we were just talking about this game.
Yeah, well, yeah, we are, but we're moving right into the Denver game because it's definitely coming up this week. So again, Eberflus is going to be tested again. And again,
a real test.
Yeah, it's going to be a test. But here's it is. But so let me ask you this then. So New York gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter. So is New York that bad, Filth, or is Denver that good? 33 points in one quarter? Come on, something. Stop.
Bo Nick's really good. New York defense stink too. But still, 33 points in the fourth quarter.
That's bananas.
Yeah, 33 points in that one quarter is that's impressive.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that is. But
that's impressive.
You gotta stink real bad. And if Denver offense was that really good, they'd be up there with us at number 1 or number 2 as far as in the league.
But
they're not up there with us. So if they was that really good, they'd be above us or right there with us, and they not. I just think, Bo Nix is really good, and New York, they stink.
Yeah. Denver did give up 283 yards to Dart and 3 TDs. So Cowboys corner. So not only that, they held Scatterboo to 60 yards. So that's not good. It's good for them, but they know something. What do you think, Kevin? How are we going to make adjustments to that? What are we going to do? 60 yards, and he's a hard runner as well.
Are we talking about offense or defense?
We're talking about Denver's defense. They held Scatterboo to 60 yards, but they also gave up 283 yards in the air and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, when you boil this down, you got Dre Kinlaw. He's suspended for a game, so that's kind of big. I think Barron, their safety, I think he went down with an injury, so we got to monitor that and see what that looks like. They could not be without their safety back there, so that could be beneficial for the Dallas Cowboys. But at the end of the day, we haven't went in Denver and beat them since 1992, and we haven't beat them period since 1995. All right, So, it's an uphill task. Those records, those historical records, they mean something. They hold weight. But Dak in this offense, I think the plan's simple. Don't get too cute. Run the ball with Javonte. Let him get his revenge game. Milk this clock. Save your defense because they're going to be huffing and puffing. They suck as it is already. They can't be on the field 14 minutes a damn drive. They'll have fucking 60 shot on them. So you gotta run the ball with Williams. You gotta play action bootleg Mississippi toss sweep. You gotta go hit. You gotta go get a Jake Ferguson hit, and then just keep it moving.
I just thought about something, guy. We're going to play up in that altitude.
Yes, sir.
Javonte Williams is from there. It won't be nothing.
Yeah, but he's from there. But our guys, hopefully they'll be okay. Hopefully they're gonna adjust. But not only that though, Cowboys champ, Denver has some receivers. They don't have I mean, we're not looking at what we saw in Washington. These guys have Sutton and they got Cortland Sutton. They got Jerry Judy. Is it Judy over there? I think Judy's over there. And
still got Judy. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got some guys over there, so it's gonna be different. So I'm just hoping this defense don't get gassed out trying to chase these receivers.
I just hope if we win that we don't say, well, their safety was hurt and their linebacker was out. I don't hear that crap, man. Because last year we had a gang of injured players and nobody gave us grace for it.
Yeah. We still got a lot of players out, man.
Right, right. And we still got, sheesh, man. You probably got your best linebacker that ain't coming back yet. He just came back to practice. You know what I'm saying? So, they will have Jonathan Mingo. I'm going to say this. I'm going to get out of here. I do think we're going to win. I do think we're going to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're probably your two highest target. Your three players that's going to probably do it is Javonte, Mingo, and Ferguson.
Okay. Hey, I got a question for you. I got a quick question for him. How you think the Cowboys defense is going to fare against the Denver's quarterback?
Damn.
Oh, Nick's a damn. God, it's
going to be tough.
I'm going to say it's going to be tough. Denver going to put up points, but I also think I'm telling you, I think Ferguson and Mingo is going to be your guys on the offensive side of the ball because they're going to be on Pickens and Lamb like white on rice. But
it should be Cavante, shouldn't it?
Turpin?
He's
too small, man. He's too small for that defense. Man, they'll hurt Turpin. They will hurt.
I got a hot take, and I told this to Cowboys blog, my dog. I'm done with the Turpin experience.
Yep, I'm with you.
Oh, stop it! They just signed gave him a 3-year contract, and y'all already writing him out. Well, y'all some haters.
He got signed when it got guns and weed. I don't want to jump through it.
Oh my gosh!
I'm done with he's all hype, bro. He's all hype. All he does is run and get up and slap the ball like he's about to do something.
Like he's gonna do something. But you know who I do like?
Terrible.
But you know who I do like? I like Flournoy.
Oh, yeah.
Man. I really like Flournoy, man. And I've been watching him at the training camp before he even got. I said, man, this guy got some nice hands. He's not one of those speedsters, but he's a possession receiver, man. And
he's a good route runner, too.
That'd probably be the guy to change it up.
Hey, football
that should be your number 3 receiver.
I tell you this, football junkie. If Diggs play, we're gonna be in trouble.
Stop it!
Yeah, get Trayvon cancer out of here.
Oh my God!
Get Trayvon Diggs.
I agree with you. I like the Bridges. I like what I saw at Bridges.
G Hampton, but if Trayvon play, bro, they're gonna be in trouble. He ain't got it.
So you saying he's a liability?
He is a liability. Absolutely.
But listen, can we not at least give him a game to where he can play man to man? He had to do the same thing as these other guys, play his old sorry ass zone.
He's a veteran.
I want to give Trey Diggs a chance.
G Hampton, if this man if he can't keep up with a guy in Tampa 2 where you're 10 yards up, what you think he's gonna do with Jerry Judy? Jerry Judy get a buck.
Jerry Judy gonna run right past.
A buck.
I will say this.
Go ahead, Corner.
Bridges, number 25, looks like what Nashawn Wright was supposed to be. I will say that.
He's a big dude.
Okay.
Big dude.
He's a big dude. He is. Bridges.
Number 25.
Yeah, number 25. That's a big kid.
But man, hey, you got to remember, Denver got that. What's the kid, the tight end for Denver? That's a big boy.
What's his name? Tell me his name.
Dang, I forget his name. I know
Whatever
you
his
talking
name
about.
is, just remember this: ain't shit.
Okay.
But look,
He's been.
if,
Is it? Dang, what's his name?
if Diggs lined up with Jerry Judy, bruh, cook.
Ain't shit.
There ain't no Alabama practices neither. This is
Right,
pro.
Wow.
exactly.
You know what? Okay, y'all give you a final score because y'all, you know what, y'all just being haters and just want him to get his young man a chance. Cowboys shout.
I'm gonna say,
Oh man,
I'm gonna say the Cowboys take it 34-31 with my guy, the best kicker in the game for the field goal for the
Yeah.
dub. I'm gonna say
Cowboy champ, don't you pull that same stuff. What's your final score?
I'm gonna say the Cowboys gonna play Sunday.
That's see. He
They're gonna play Sunday.
okay. All right. Okay. Football junkie. What's your final score?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna bump it up a notch, but I agree with Phil. I'm gonna say 40-37. Shootout.
God.
Ooh, yes, sir. I love it.
There's some points gonna be
God.
played in this game.
It sure is.
Hey, bet on the over. That's all I can say.
God.
I agree on
Cowboys corner.
I'm gonna say 35-20 Denver wins.
that. God dang.
So the offense gonna get shut down.
I'm gonna say, yeah, it's gonna be a high scoring game.
Oh, wait a
That's the
minute.
Okay, so
turkey
no.
guns he was
They gonna-
shooting at.
Jerry
Man.
Judy is not there. Jerry Judy is that's right. Jerry Judy is with the Browns, but they still have a squad. Jerry Judy is
So-
not there anymore.
So wait. So they gonna stop Pickens, Lamb, and Javante all at the same time, corner,
And Fergie.
and Ferguson, corner.
That's what Cowboy Corner said. He said they're gonna lose. No, he don't care how, but they're gonna lose. That's what
20.
Cowboy Corner said.
Sean Payton is going to figure out how to keep that offense off the field and wear out that defense. Sean Payton, we're going to be out coached
with Dobbins. That's a good scheme. But that's a good scheme.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins. Yeah.
We're not worried about the defense. Keep the offense off the field. Ooh.
Yeah.
Run the ball. J.K. Dobbins, you're going to have about 200
You really
yards.
think Sean Payton with the 5-2 record, with the 5-2 record, is going to let the Dallas Cowboys, who haven't won there since 1992, going to get a dub overnight?
I think
No.
Sean Payton ain't played the number one offense with the two best receivers and one of the best running backs and the number one tight end in the league. He ain't played them this year yet. That's what I think.
And he's
You
still
talking
5-2.
like a roll tide.
That's what I think. I think
So
he
he's
ain't.
beating teams that he's supposed to beat, which makes him a good coach.
All I know is he ain't played this number one offense yet.
Hey,
We got more weapons than anybody.
So are we putting our
altitude?
Are we putting our eggs in the basket on Khair Elam, the guy that don't know how to play press?
Oh Lord.
35-20. I said what I said.
Oh,
I would have waved hink. Khair Elam is not that guy.
No. Corn, I hope you're wrong. I ain't gonna lie. 35-20 hurt me.
Man, I'm gonna give you
my another thing. How can the Cowboys stop Denver running game?
Guys, look, it's simple math. We win one, we lose one. We win one, we lose one. We're not a consistent football team. This defense still sucks. We're going to go a mile high. We're going to get gassed. That defense is going to stay on the field. They're going to win time of possession, and we're going to lose this ball game 35-20.
What you got, G?
You know what? You know what? And I hope Schottenheimer has thought about this. And that needs to be the same scheme. We need to activate a backup running back. And I'm not talking about Jaden Blue. Somebody that's going to carry the load with you. Because we have to have the same strategy. Keep their offense off the field.
That's a good
Malik Davis.
That's a good point about the running back. That's a good damn point.
They need to bring up, if they're going to bring Malik Davis in, that need to be their
number two back
or something. But they can't. I'm telling you, and I understand that Javonte Williams is going to take this purse. I know he's going to want that ball, but you're going to have to give him a break every now and then. And I'm just saying, Jaden Blue is not that guy. So
he's not it.
Cowboys corner, I could be with you, Cowboys corner. Ooh.
What's your score, GM?
24-21.
Ooh.
Denver.
Ooh, you said Denver?
He got Denver.
This is gonna be a wild west shootout, man. This is not gonna be no low scoring game because Sean Payton believe in mashing the gas, and he got a quarterback that like mashing the gas right along with him. Come on, this is not
But I
going to be no
understand
low
what you
scoring
said
affair.
about Junkie, but now you got to be strategic. We know both of these offenses are high caliber offenses. How do you be a high caliber offense? You run the ball, game
But
management.
you got a high caliber offense in Dallas with a high grade bullet, and you got a low caliber offense in Denver with a high grade bullet that will hurt you. Denver offense is high caliber, but it has a low caliber effect to it. It can be slowed
33
down.
points in one quarter. That's high
And
caliber.
how do you disengage
That's the
that?
New York Giants, baby boy.
Don't allow them to pull it out.
That's the New York Giants. They ain't did that every week.
Okay. Well, I gotta
Mm-hmm.
get off this. I gotta get off this live, guys. My Mavericks getting ready to play, but I sure appreciate everybody coming in. But man, that is something to think about, y'all.
That's something to think about.
Yep.
Ooh,
We'll
wee.
see, man.
Now, what it's gonna boil down to, y'all? Think about this: who strategized the best? Who got the
It
best
won't be
game?
Everblues.
Sean,
They went hand in hand with the Colts too. They only lost by 1 point for the Colts.
So, God Almighty, man. Okay, that's what.
They
Hey,
beat
there
them
it is.
shaky Eagles too.
Y'all heard
But
it
you know what?
first, right here.
But I'm gonna say this though, y'all, before we burn out. Really, ain't nobody in the league playing defense.
They not. That's why I said ain't nobody playing defense this year.
Shit, we not even in the same stadium.
I told y'all, about y'all.
All right,
All right,
y'all.
y'all have a good night, man.
Hey,
Man,
he already go. But hey, man, again, thank y'all, man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit the like button and share this video. And also, Cowboys Corner, where can they find you?
Cowboys Corner right here on the YouTube. If you want real deal, Holyfield, you'll subscribe to me.
Go for it. Follow my man. Cowboys Champ, where can they find you at Cowboys Champ?
You can find me on YouTube, Cowboys Champs,
OnlyFans, tell them.
oh boy.
Stop it.
and you can find Corners on Tinder.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't fall in that trap, Cowboys Champ. Do not. You know what he does. Don't do that. Don't. But anyway, hey, and you always can find Football Junkie right here. My right hand man, he's on here with me as well. So, man, we appreciate everybody.
He puts the hat on, he started looking like 50 Cent.
Big shout
Hey
out to
man,
Wavy
y'all show it out.
Wavy Hink in a while. Appreciate you, Wavy Hink. Also, Patrick Ryder, my fire starter. He was in the house. We also had average video game player come in the house tonight. So it was a great night today. Lord No, big shout out to Lord No. Again, like I always say, continue to stay safe, continue to be blessed, and whatever you do, continue to be kind. It doesn't cost you anything. With that being said, we're out of here. Deuces. Let's go.
Good night.